Sitting with your emotions is not supposed to be easy. Society has made it that way so that we run away from our emotions and our pain. So, emotions like anger, depression, and anxiety are deemed as bad emotions, and people who suffer from this are sometimes labeled as crazy. That's why a lot of us suppress our emotions to the point of it being unhealthy. So, how do we make it okay not to be okay? How do we sit with our pain? Let's find out. Hi, if you're new, my name is Victoria. Welcome to this space. It's called Together We Heal, where we talk about manifestation, spirituality, and self-improvement. Today we're talking about it's okay not to be okay. And the first step to being able to sit with our pain is being uncomfortable. We need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I know that's easier said than done, but just forget everything you thought you knew about your emotions. Feeling vulnerable, feeling the feels is not weakness. That's the first thing we need to clarify before we start feeling comfortable being uncomfortable, because it's an uncomfortable feeling. Feeling sad, feeling overwhelmed, feeling anxious is uncomfortable, but we need to sit with it and figure out what's going on. Why do we feel this way? And that is the first step. We need to get used to sitting with our emotions. And it's not always easy because we're not machines, so these emotions don't come one at a time. More often than not, they will come all at once, everything at once at the same time. So it's very important to sit and, like, when you are sitting in the middle of the ocean and you get all these giant waves, you're not gonna fight one wave at a time. You gotta sit there and let the current take you in an ebb and flow. And you'll notice which wave out of all of these that are coming at you is the strongest. We have this preconceived notion that being emotional is a weakness. I want you to take that and get it out of your brain. Being emotional is not a weakness, okay? It just means that you're more in tune with yourself and what you're feeling than anybody else around you. And in my book, that's a strength. So what are we gonna do? How do we feel? How are we gonna get comfortable being uncomfortable? You're gonna sit down. Once you start feeling all these emotions, don't run away from them. Do not run away. You can do this. Your body will not give you something more than you can handle. Every emotion is a signal. It's telling you that there's an underlying cause of why this is happening. Let them come to us, receive them, see them, and start asking questions. Step 2, finding strength in weakness. Remember I told you that emotions are not weakness? But in our society, being vulnerable is classified as weakness. So we are going to take that and turn it around into our strength. So let's be vulnerable with ourselves. Let's be gracious and be gentle with ourselves. The first step to gaining strength is always naming the thing. So we want to name these emotions and start with the biggest one. You will know what is the biggest one. Is it anger? Is it sadness? And then go from there, from big to small. Start naming your emotions. I feel sad. I feel angry. I feel frustrated. And that we will start to name these signals, and then we'll start uncovering the truth. Because the person who is in tune with their emotions is that much closer to personal growth. So our brains are naturally wired to protect us because of our primitive brains. Our ancestors would rely on fear and strong emotions to fight off predators, to stay in the tribe, because all of that defined their survival. They were very dependent on that for survival. But in this modern day, we don't need to be in a tribe to survive. We don't need to be alert for predators that are going to attack us in the night when we're sleeping. Right now in this modern world, this kind of response isn't helpful. So we need to retrain our primitive brains so it can catch up to the 21st century. Meaning we need to label these emotions, label these signals, so we know what are they called, and that way we can find out where they're coming from, and then we can grow even further. Step number 3, work with your pain. Remember, I've been telling you that when you name it, you will be that much stronger. So now that we've named it, the next step is to work with it. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Was it an event? Was it a person? Was it a memory? What happened? What action caused this reaction in me? Let me take a step back, breathe, and analyze. No reaction. Why is my body feeling this way in this moment? Why am I feeling triggered right now? Is it something from my past? Is it something I'm remembering? Now, the next step, now that we're asking ourselves these questions, is to be very, very gentle with ourselves. Because negative self-talk is not going to help you. It's not going to help you regulate your emotions. It's not going to help you to be okay, not being okay. We're not here to glorify pain. This is not the purpose of this video. We are here to heal. That's why this place is called Together We Heal. So, think about it this way. This kind of mantra or mentality helped me a lot because I was very, very harsh with myself, and the way I would talk to myself, I would not talk to anybody that way. Think about it this way. If you were your friend, would you say, oh my God, that thing you just did is so stupid. Like, why are you so stupid? Why are you so dumb? Why are you getting so angry and emotional? You're an emotional wreck. Tell me, would you be friends with that person, or would you want to punch him out? I think I wouldn't be friends with that person. And I can give you another example of an actual friend I had in university that she was like that. I don't think she really meant anything bad by it, but nobody called her out on it before we were friends. So she was a little bit older than me, so she had taken advanced classes before I have, so I had questions on the classes I was taking, which she had already taken. I would ask her these questions, right? And she would respond with the nastiest responses, like, are you stupid? How do you not get that? Are you dumb? Like, how do you not get that? Oh my God, you're so blonde. You're so stupid. How are you even in this major? And one day I stopped her because I don't want to be friends with somebody that nasty to me. I'm already hard enough on myself, and I don't need another external person telling me how stupid I am because I don't get this because I'm new. So I called her out on it. It's like, listen, this is the last time you're going to talk to me this way. If you continue talking to me this way one more time, we're not friends. Because a friend does not insult another friend. So I want you to apply this analogy to yourself. Would you insult your friends over and over and over? No, because they wouldn't be friends with you. So the same thing applies to yourself. You cannot be insulting yourself and being so harsh on yourself because you're emotional, because you have big emotions, because you have anger issues, or for whatever reason. Don't do that. It's not gonna help you. So being gentle is one of the most important things in self-growth. So let's be friends with ourselves, okay? So if you've gotten this far in the video, thank you so much for supporting our channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. We would love to hear from you. What is your experience of anything that you've heard here in this video today? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you think we should be friends with ourselves? Go ahead, leave me a comment, let me know. All right, last step of the video. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Okay, so I have homework for you. Yes, that's right, we got homework. Do you think I was gonna go on and on and on in this video and not give you homework? You were wrong. Here's your homework. So these are called techniques for emotional self-regulation. So emotional regulation is all of the steps that we just went through. where you're consciously evaluating your emotions and where they're coming from. So here are some techniques that will help you with emotional regulation. Whenever you're feeling all the feelings, everything at once, at the same time, it's very important to scream into a pillow, let it out. You have to let it out, feel it. Doesn't matter, just like in a moment that you're alone, close the door, scream into a pillow. Second is let yourself cry, because it is biologically proven that when a person cries, their whole nervous system does a reset and it calms down that anxiety, because it's a massive emotional release, and we want to let that go because we need to cleanse and refresh. So let it out, have a good cry. Third, automatic writing. I do this all the time. It's called automatic writing, journaling, or my favorite, shadow work. I do this all the time. It's my favorite way to emotionally self-regulate. I have a couple of journals that I have written over the years, and it really helps me. And it's a good way to just let go of control. You don't have to have specific prompts. You just take it when you are having like all these emotions coming at you. I call them floodings, because emotions for me are like water. So they're waves and they come in and they flood everything. So it's very important to let it go. So what I do, I take my journal and I write out exactly how I'm feeling. Just let it out, and no control. Don't just let go control. Let your hand go and keep writing until you're tired and you feel relief. And sometimes when you're doing that automatic writing, you will find out why you're feeling this way. It has happened to me multiple times. I go into a page with a flooding and I come out with a solution of why I was feeling that way, the root causes, where it was coming from, and now I brought my awareness to it, and now I can feel a bit better. If that emotion comes up again, I know why it's coming, and I can name it, and I can work past it. Feel it and work past it. No repression. We are not repressing a thing here. We are feeling the feels, people. Finally, my last step of homework, my last homework item is creative expression. So as you can see here in my wall, I have plenty of creative expression, and it's my second way that I love to express my emotions and that I do emotional regulation is through my paintings. You will see, especially in this painting right here, that I was going through an emotional moment when I made this painting, and you can see in paintings that there's a lot of emotion going on. I was struggling with identity and sadness and anger, and all those emotions are poured into every paint stroke. After I'm done with my paintings, I have such a relief, such a feeling of joy and happiness. So those are your homework items. Please let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? I want to know. So go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know if you're a painter, you're a drawer, you're a writer, you're an artist. Let me know. I want to know. And that's all for today. Thank you guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye! Today's video has been sponsored by Lady Dragonfly Apothecary. This is my business with my mom, and we create together intention candles to help manifest your intentions, manifesting your goals, your aspirations, and even how you want to feel. Made with 100% soy wax infused with herbs and crystals to help manifest your goals and the life that you want to live. All materials are ethically sourced and eco-friendly. And go ahead and shop your favorite crystal candles at ladydragonfly.us. And go ahead and use our code WELCOME15 for a 15% off. All the details are in the description below.